Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back. I'm not going to do the whole intro vloggy thing because I'm honestly just not feeling it. Depression is really kicking my ass this week and the last several weeks, to be honest. So I just wanted to do a quick little update on my life and what's going on, and the fact that there might not be any videos for a little while just because honestly, I don't have anything positive to vlog about in my life at the moment. So, alright, so let's start from the get-go. So I had mentioned, I think in one of my vlogs that a few weeks ago, a family member had passed of COVID. My mom's boyfriend, he basically was like pseudo stepdad to me, I guess. He passed away from COVID, unfortunately. He got it in December, January, and he had a very long struggle and battle with it, and eventually it ended up taking his life. So that was the first really shitty thing that happened. And then I got fired from Carmax. I may or may not have mentioned that in a video. I was fired. I was let go on March 25th. If you would like me to do a video about all my personal experience of working from home with Carmax and overall how all that went, let me know in the comments down below. I know sometimes people find that interesting, but unfortunately I can't say I quit. No, I was fired, and I was fired March 25th. And then from there, I actually, about a week later, I had found another job. I accepted a job at an assisted living senior center as a house manager, and I was very excited because this is the kind of work that I've done. This is the kind of work that I love to do. For those of you that don't know, I've done many years in home health care, hospice. I worked as a direct support person for years. I love helping people, and I love being in that part of the medical field, and so I felt like this was a really great fit. It was a really good job, and I was really excited. A few days ago, or maybe a week ago, they let me go. There wasn't really much of a conversation. It was, all I got from it was, we feel that you're not motivated enough, and that really stung, I think, a lot more than the Carmax one, because I tried really hard with this job and I don't know like what I could have done differently. I was deep cleaning the house. I was making sure the clients were taken care of. I was, doing everything that was asked of me. I was going above and beyond, and that one just really hurt because, for anybody that knows that has worked in healthcare, you get attached to your clients, and even though I was only there for a few weeks, I still got attached to them, and I think they got attached to me, and they've had a lot of people go in and out. It's basically been a revolving door of people, and that, that was always the running joke of like, oh, there's just been so many people, and, we can't remember everybody, and I was going to be one of those people that was going to stick in my mind, right? Like, I was going to be there, and they had other plans for me. So, I no longer work there. I basically have no job right now. I did apply at a part-time position working at a scrub store. I had an interview yesterday. I'm pretty sure I got that job because I do have a lot of retail experience as well. This would be a part-time. So I think this will just be good for me mentally. Right now, I feel like I've just kind of taken like a really big mental beating, and I can't handle much else. In the midst of all this craziness, my sister, our family cat, Gidget, passed away. She was 19 years old, and we lost her about a couple weeks ago. And that's been tough. It's been tough on everybody, because she's been around for so long, you just don't know what life is like without her. And so, you know, she is passed on as well. So we've had a lot of loss. We've had a lot of grief. I've had a lot of just really ugly shit happen in the last few weeks. On top of which, I got into an extremely amazing argument with one of my roommates. It's one of those situations, I'm not going to get into the gritty details of it. I'm not sorry for what I said, but I do think that maybe I could have phrased that differently or been like more gentle about it. But I was just so fed up with everything that was going on in my own life, and I felt like there was very much a lack of support from this person in general. Someone who I felt that I tried to go out of my way to support and be a friend to and not be just a roommate to, and that's not how she was treating me. And so I lost it basically, and I'm not proud of that necessarily. Like I said, I think what I said needed to be said, but I think it could have been said differently, and that's all I'm really going to say about that matter. So life is hell for me right now. My home life is not great. My work life is definitely not great. Excuse me, I think my cats are wanting in. Do you want in? Come on. Yeah, so things have been really tough for me. And then on top of which, leaving or getting fired from Carmax meant that I lost my funding for school, which meant I ultimately had to leave SNHU because I could not afford their tuition. And that was really hard to walk away from. My counselors really tried to persuade me to stay because, remember guys, I was a 4.0 student. I got A's in all my classes. I was a 4.0. I was on the honor roll. I was kicking ass. And they're like, are you sure you don't want to stay? And I'm like, it's not that I don't want to stay, but I literally cannot afford the tuition. I was getting help with Carmax through tuition reimbursement and the fact that they get discounts with SNHU. I don't have that anymore. So I can't rely on that to help me cover costs. And so I did end up having to leave SNHU. That happened probably a couple weeks ago. So now I'm just kind of in this very depressing hole, which is why I haven't really vlogged because, again, I don't really have a lot of positive things to vlog about at the moment. I haven't really checked my weight, so I don't know what that's going like. Oh, I also found out some other news. Apparently I finally made an appointment for the eye doctor, got my eyes checked out, and I have cataracts in both of my eyes. Nice cataracts. I think they're small cataracts because she said that they're not ready to be surgically removed yet, but at some point they will need to be surgically removed. So that freaked me out, of course, because I'm like, great, I'm losing my vision on top of everything else. I did see an ophthalmologist. He did say that there was about medium eye damage, but nothing that he's overly concerned about right now. Just kind of watching it, making sure everything's good. He says, you know, where I go from here really depends on me, depends on my blood sugar, depends on how I'm taking care of myself, and that's really hard to do right now, especially when you're in this shit pile. So of course, every time I see a blood sugar that's like over 120, I feel like, well, I'm going to go blind now. Well, I'm going to lose my vision now. Oh, it's 250. Guess I'm just going to die now. It's really upsetting. It's really upsetting. And like, I'm sitting here trying to laugh about it, but honestly, it's scary. And I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. So, So future plans. I have recently applied for disability because at this point, I just, with everything going on with my health, I need to focus on that, and I need to take a step back and focus on my health, physical and mental. So I've applied for disability. I also have decided to go back to community college because that's the most affordable thing that I can afford. I'm going to take a CNA course certificate this summer, along with biology, and I'm going to work part-time at this scrub store. Luckily, everyone that works there literally all goes to school, so they're super flexible about hours. I'm not a full-timer, so I'm not expected to be there full-time. It's basically whenever I can come in. So that's really much a relief off of me. I am thinking about possibly just going to nursing school. Again, this is just kind of a thought. I don't really know. I am for sure taking the CNA courses. I'm already signed up for that, and I am taking biology. But I wanted to be a nurse when I was like 16 or 17, and then I don't know what happened. I was like, no, I don't want to do this, and blah blah blah. But I think that there's a lot of different sides to nursing that I didn't really realize before when I was younger. And one of those sides actually is psychiatric nursing. So like before, when I was a psychology major at SNHU, I loved psychology, right? I still do. I think it's fascinating. I love human behavior. I love learning what makes people think and tick. And that's very interesting to me. But if I wanted to work as like a psychiatric nurse, I would need a nursing degree to do that. Also, if I wanted to be, say, a nurse practitioner for psychiatric care, I would need my nursing degree to do that. So I think this might be kind of a different path than what I was looking at taking, but it might be a path for me, and I'm not really sure. I'm not super dedicated to it at this time. I know there's a lot of, vloggers and YouTubers out there, and I'm like, I've been wanting to be a nurse since I was 5 years old. And I'm like, I've played with the idea since I was like 16 or 17, but I don't know for sure, I do know that I am going to go to community college. I do start that this summer, so I'll have some vlogs on that. And yeah, I mean, until then, it's probably going to be pretty quiet over the next few weeks because, again, I don't have anything to be overly joyous about, and I don't have anything to really vlog about. So until next time, just take care of yourself, take care of your physical and your mental health, because both are very important, as I'm reminding myself as I'm sitting here at 3 o'clock in the afternoon on a Sunday in my robe. Mental health and physical health are very important. So take care of yourselves, and I will see you guys next time. Bye now.